explain the joke.
Okay. Oh. Excuse me a moment. Yeah, thought so. Shut up, Pretzel. Thank you. Honestly. Oh, we've got a joke to explain. So I hope you're ready for that. And it's a joke that's been provided by the lovely Plankton1975. So let's just, yeah. Ooh, hello. What happened there? That was weird. All my erasure disappeared. So, why did the jelly wobble? Plankton asks, why did the jelly wobble? Because it saw the milkshake. So, right, well, let's break down. We've got two constituent parts to this joke. Let's take the jelly first. So, traditionally made with extracts from the bones of pigs. Jelly is a dessert, often associated with children. Sort of generally thought of as a children's dessert. Perhaps unfairly. You know, I like a bit of jelly every now and then. Where would a trifle be without jelly? Exactly. You used to get all sorts. You'd get like strawberry jelly. You could get strawberry jelly. Let's pretend this is strawberry jelly, this one. You can also, and this is rather fun, you can have jelly that has like bits of fruit in it, like little bits of pineapple or mango or orange segments or little bits of apple or little kumquats or tiny little bits of cherry, or you could have lychees, or you could have melon, or you could have grapes, or you could, basically all sorts of fruits you could have in jelly. Osric can't stand jelly. Don't understand it. You can't chew it properly. You can't just drink it. You've got to sort of squidge it about a bit with your tongue. Putting fruit in jelly is just trifling with perfection, if you ask me. A fair point, Erodin. A fair point. So that's jelly. Now, the quality of jelly it's not really a liquid, and as Elsric suggests, it's not really a solid. I suppose technically it's a solid, but it's a peculiar solid in that it doesn't hold together very well, and it's one of its main characteristics with jelly is that it wobbles. You see. And also it glows. No, it wobbles. That's wobble lines, those are. Wobble lines should be a little bit shakier, shouldn't they? That's where I went wrong there. But, so if you imagine a jelly on a plate, you would move the plate, and the bottom of the jelly would move along with the plate, but the top of the jelly would take, it would be like it would take a little bit of time to catch up. And then when you stop moving the plate, the top of the jelly would keep going a little bit, and then sort of have to head back again to try and find its place at the top of the structure. I'm trying to describe wobbling here. It's tricky. But maybe that's an experiment for you at home. Buy a jelly, slop it out, make a jelly. And, just move it around a bit and see what it does. Anyway, why did the jelly wobble? Now, the jelly wobbles because of another aspect to all of this, which we're going to look at over here. If you take... Now, I'm going to nail my colours to the mast here. A milkshake is not the same thing as flavoured milk. Okay? A milkshake is not the same thing
Sing the chat
as flavoured milk. We will sing the chat once this joke has been explained, because our what's-its aren't stackable. A milkshake usually has an ice cream base. So that's its main constituent part. This is how I would generally make a milkshake. Is you want about that much milk and that much ice cream, and you whack it in a blender. And Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Out pops a milkshake, which is a sort of a sweet slurry of ice cream, a very liquidy ice cream, usually flavoured. Does your milkshake bring all the boys to the yard, though? It does, which is slightly embarrassing because my milkshake is not for sale. It's not for sale. My milkshake is for me and me alone. Sweet slurry, isn't it? Yeah, I couldn't think of a better way of selling it. And you would flavour this with, you can flavour it with all sorts of things. Chocolate, banana, strawberry, lime. You can flavour it with brandy, rum. You can get what's called a hard shake these days. So you could have a whiskey shake, you could have a vodka shake, you could have a lager shake, you could have a cider shake. You could have a shake to remind you of the good times and a shake to remind you of the better times. Sorry, I've totally lost my thread now. Oh, yes, we're explaining a joke, aren't we? Yes, so, why did the jelly wobble? Sorry, right, so I don't quite know why it's called a milkshake, really. I think possibly because in olden times, before the advent of the power blender, you would make it in a cocktail shaker. So and I suppose, so you'd scoop the ice cream up, you'd break the ice cream up a bit, and then you'd basically stick it in with some milk into a cocktail shaker and just shake the bejesus out of it, and then pour it into a glass. I suspect we could look into the etymology of milkshakes to evaluate it. I suspect that's why they're called milkshakes. Did you get knocked down? I did get up again. Yes, ain't nothing gonna keep me down. Caramba. So, is your blender, is Power Blender a DLC? Absolutely. We're making a joke there about the graphics package blender. Yes. So, the milkshake doesn't actually shake, you see. That's the point. It doesn't actually do that. But the idea is that the jelly wobbles because it believes that something terrible is happening. And the reason it thinks that something terrible is happening is because it sees the milk shake, you see. So it's both the idea of the milkshake, the milk shaking out of fear, but also it's a play on that notion of the milkshake as a delicious, as I say, a delicious sweet-flavoured slurry of milk and ice cream. So, Plankton, have I explained that joke to your satisfaction? If so, we can get on with this game we call game. Can I change that colour? I can. Look, I'm going to make this a banana milkshake. Banana milkshake is the best milkshake. Yeah. Plankton, of course, marvellous. In which case, we've got to not just get back to the game, but we've also got to sing the chat now. So that's good. Joke explained.
You're clapping for him? Don't clap for him.
Thank you.